most important thing when it comes down to preparing a battle track is the intro. Your intro means everything because you got to treat it like a sport at the end of the day. Okay, you watching a football game, the football game starts, you don't see just football players just run all in the field and just toss the football and blah, blah. They have to set everything up. Same thing for like a race. They have to set everything up. So it's basically building the anticipation. So you don't want to give people the best part of your beat right at the beginning. You don't want to just come up and press play and then boom, 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 and everything is just great. You want to kind of be subtle with it, where it just has a little bit, and people are going to be like, oh, okay, what's it going to do? And then boom, that's when people really love it. It can have change-ups and all that different stuff if you want. Yeah, it can help, but somebody's intro to a basic beat being really good can beat somebody who has all this crazy turnarounds and drops and all that stuff. And the other thing is, now the difference between producing a battle track compared to producing for an artist is, well, simple. Basically, you are not going to play beats that are perfect for the radio or for a song at a battle. It's called a battle for a reason. It's a fight. You're going to have to play something competitive, something anthemish. You don't want to play nothing that sounds happy and dancey, like what's a good example? Okay, like Young Money's song, what joint was that? Bedrock. You do not play a beat like that in a battle because that beat sounds happy. It sounds like you're looking at your competitor and be like, hey, let's be friends. No, pay attention to when the Chicago Bulls would come out. That theme music, that gives you some ooh, I'm gonna kick somebody in the face right now. That's the type of stuff, Rocky. Ooh, I'm gonna punch somebody. It's that kind of music that you have to play at battles. Really, really aggressive, intense music. Not no club, Timberland bounce type stuff. It's not gonna work at a battle. On the radio, in a club, perfect. But if you're trying to smash somebody's face in musically, that's how you gotta prepare for a battle. So, yeah. All right.
My name is Avinci Sister, and I'm a producer, dancer, skateboarder, fashion designer, all that good stuff. But I'm asking this question toward all of y'all producers and AnRs because at the end of the day, a producer is only as good as his artist he's worked with. An artist isn't, bringing the show, and he's not going to get any knowledge or credit. So how do you go about getting a basic track placement for engineer in the industry that can boost your credit? Even if you have the popularity and all that good stuff, you still need your way into the game.
I don't get the question. I don't get what you say. You want to get a placement? You're trying to get
a
trying to
track
get a placement?
How did you get your placement?
It's pretty much, to be honest, it's who you're connected to.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
It's who you know and who they can give the song to. Because I think I told my man right here, it's so many talented people, like he said too, but if no one can hear you, no one know who you are.
Exactly.
So it's all about getting it to the right people, tweeting the right way, adding not your friends, but people who are, considered pretty big, on your Facebook page. And I just say go all out.
Yeah, I would jump in and say that initially every producer has to start with the person they can get their hands on the quickest. So at this point, we're talking about who's popular in your town. That's the person you go to first, and you might offer them beats and an initial stand because you're actually trying to get, in their company. You're not really looking at the money right now. You're looking at the relationship, because at this point in the game, you got to get with someone who everybody wants to be down with. So once you do that, that person is more than likely he's getting to everybody else. In every room he's going in, he's playing your stuff.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna tell you, like today when I was listening over there in the corner, there was about 3 or 4 times where I was like, who is the producer? So, now I want to know who that producer is. I want to get a meeting with him. I want to hear more stuff from him But in order for it to get to me, it had to come from somebody who was able to get to me. You feel me? So don't be thinking about, I'm gonna get this record to this person immediately. Also, just a real quick note on that. When you guys are trying to get a record to somebody, don't sit in a room and think, I'm gonna rate this record for R. Kelly. Cause you're listening to something he did 3-4 years ago. He on something like none of you would have guessed he would have went in the direction he went on the first single that he picked. Like he went totally old school, out the blue, like I played the Trey Songz record for y'all. It's a hit record, but it had nothing to do with what he was on. So you guys, when you're making a record, don't make the record thinking about the artist. Make the record to make a great record. And then let it find its own home.
Yeah. I was just gonna add to what he was saying about, you know, trying to make a record for like, you know, somebody could be like, oh, I'm gonna make a record for Clips, try to. And then it sounds like a Neptune's beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what normally happens with a lot of artists, a lot of MCs, rappers, singers, the beat that you think they're gonna love, they love the other beat. Yeah. So you'd be like, oh, this is gonna be perfect for Nas. And Nas hears it like, nah. But Snoop will hear it and be like, that's it right there, that's it. Yeah. You know, it's just, you can't get, you know, just like he said, just make a good record for the record, that's it. Yeah.
The problem I've been having is getting a team together. I need, you know, getting a team of somebody that might play piano and a songwriter and then an artist, because that's what I'm trying
My
to do.
role in that whole equation is that, well, I'm coming to him to get the record. I'm coming to you to get the record. I'm not, you know, even though I do know how to do that, I would rather you answer that question because you did it. Like, what did you do? How did you build your team? Like, I want to hear that question because I'm a fan. How did you build your team?
Can I be honest?
Yes.
To me, it was more faith-based. But I don't know if you want to hear that. But,
Go ahead.
I mean, whatever it is you did.
I mean, to me, it was one of them things, honestly, that I prayed about, and it was literally brought to me. And so that's my answer. It's that simple.
And you know, it's funny. I wanted him to answer that because I really want to hear from him, and I want you to hear from him too. Because whenever somebody has worked with as many people as he's worked with, he's been around many teams. I've been around many teams. But what he just said to you, as simple as it sounds, is something that we don't do. It's called patience. We don't we're rabbits in this thing. Everybody's trying to do this tomorrow. Like, you don't think about the long term of this. Like right now, you're not gonna meet them people if you're looking for them. You're only gonna meet them people if you keep yourself in the environment and you get to study other people working around you. You're gonna get to see, when we're in the environment, we're constantly in the environment looking. Even today, I'm looking at people working that don't even know I'm watching them working. You don't pick somebody because they sent a resume to you. Like, the music business is a different game. We not corporate. We don't pick people because they qualified first. We pick them because we're comfortable with them first. Because the things we're going to expose them to, the things they're going to see, we want to make sure that we're comfortable with that person being in our environment. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure they're going to talk to people the way we want them to talk to people. We're going to make sure, because I know several people who found people who were qualified but did not give them the same attention that they gave something else. So you got to be real careful, because some people will be like, oh, I just work with Puffy, I worked with this person, I worked with that person, and then you get with them and then you don't get none of that treatment. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember that, find the people who are qualified, but they're into you and what you're building.
All right.